Right, baby. Let's get to it, baby. This is episode 2. 2. Such a small number.
It is. Oh my gosh.
Episode 2 of Married, Mature, and Unfiltered. Filtered.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
We gonna get all that together. We're gonna get it all together, yo. This is your boy Brocky here, though.
And I'm Trina Marie.
Yeah, man. We in the building, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling.
Yeah?
I'm
You feeling? Oh.
I'm feeling.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I watched this thing on TikTok. It really just it threw me. These young girl talking about relationships and how she's giving up.
Oh,
she's
giving
young.
up.
And I wanted to like send her a message like, baby, why? You're so young.
Yeah, man. People get discouraged.
Yeah. And
saying?
it just had my wheels turning and thinking about how women perceive how their life is, how their lives are, how we perceive how our lives are, and how we feel like it has to be adjacent to a man in order to be celebrated.
This ties into the first topic.
Yeah.
Let's wait. Hold off on that.
Okay.
I like what you see.
It
You. So we just had a little meeting right before we started podding. You know what I'm saying? She holding on to stuff.
I didn't realize that this young
ties
woman was
in.
really going to get me to a place where I was just like, whoa.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Hold on to that. That's gonna tie in.
Okay. And so yeah, I'm showing up in thought about that. And I feel like I'm on the heels of a week that started off real shaky and
Okay,
real...
so you want to get into our 3 questions that we're gonna open up every episode with?
Oh,
Because you jumping right into it.
Oh, my bad. I thought that's
No,
what you
not your
asked
bad.
me.
You good.
I thought that's what you asked me. How
Nah,
am I feeling? Okay.
I feel like my audio is not exactly where I want it to be. How does it sound to you?
You sound normal.
Sound normal?
Is it supposed to be like a bass?
No, not necessarily. Yeah. All right. We'll keep it rocking. So yeah, how are you showing up today? See what I'm saying?
I'm good. I'm in thought. It was a shaky week this
Yeah.
week. Monday was not great, and then Tuesday was a holiday. So
Weird.
We goofed off on Tuesday. We went
did.
to breakfast, and then we sat on the couch and watched TV, which
We did.
I probably needed considering how I was feeling on Monday about pre-testing.
Yes.
I probably needed that break. And then Wednesday was another crazy
Yeah.
day. And then yesterday it kind of all came together. And so today I felt good about prep.
Yes.
And,
I'm glad. It just makes so much difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Confidence is everything.
Confidence will have you. And I didn't want to feel like I was going to be going into a test with low confidence.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because I don't want to attract a low confidence performance.
You got that right.
You know?
I can dig it.
So I feel better. I feel very optimistic. And I do feel like I got to give my brain a break because today I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel
You was in there
good.
typing away,
Yeah. I was writing too. I was making sure that my notes made sense. and
doing your
stuff.
thing. That's good.
How are you showing up today?
Today, rested. I'm showing up rested. I have energy. I'm good today.
You showing up rested?
Yeah, that's it's such a great question for right now because doing our other segments, the Wednesday, the midweek segment is more of a kind of calm energy. My energy is different on that. We're just kind of like chilling.
Okay.
We're literally in house clothes for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
but we're having intimate conversations, on that segment about us and what we're going through at the moment. You know what I mean? So, but when I come here, I'm bringing more energy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel I have the energy. I rested well last night. So yeah, I'm showing up feeling great today, feeling rested
Okay.
and energetic.
Cool.
I'm ready for some laughs. I'm ready to crack some jokes. But we do have some serious topics, but we'll get to in a little bit. So you kind of started going down this line. What's been on your mind this week?
Yeah. Well, I have an exam on Monday, and that's been on my mind. And you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? An internal conversation that came to mind for me was, am I doing the right thing?
Really?
Yeah.
And what was the basis? Was it a second guessing or was it just?
It was definitely a moment of feeling like I wasn't successful in this transition, and am I doing the right thing? Am I supposed to be doing this? Is this wrong? Am I going down the wrong path? Am I supposed to be doing something else? Is this a sign for me that this ain't the way to go?
Right.
And I was just like, nah, it's just a moment. Keep
it moving,
and don't feed into it. Don't read into it. So that was an internal conversation that I caught myself just thinking about, and also thinking about or moving about attracting what forward. Like, what do I want to see forward? I've been trying to write stuff down. Like, what do I want next? What do I want the next 30 days?
Yeah.
What do I want the next 60 days?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of been on my mind so that I can attract the good stuff.
Yeah.
And the abundance and prosperity. Like, I've just been writing down things. Mm-hmm. That's the
is this a strength of yours when you do that?
Yeah, writing stuff down. It's been on my mind, and just
Okay, I could dig that. Yeah, I'm glad not glad that you felt like you were questioning yourself. However, that's a natural thing. We do that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We get there. And shoot. I mean, going through this process of this just job situation, not even the job situation. Like when they first told us that, the contract could be going away, right? There's a chance. Whatever. Remember how optimistic I was?
Yeah. Totally. Right. We were like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah, it's gonna work out. Like it's gonna work out. But like when I pray, like. Sometimes I ask for specific things, but most times I ask for whatever's best for me in this world, right? So in the what we call the dunya, right, which is the world. So I ask for what's best for me, and sometimes it'd be like, "Can you just tell me exactly which one is best for me?" You know what I'm saying? Can you just tell me what exactly is best so I can put my energy into that thing? Yeah. You know what I mean? But the second guessing, I get it. Yeah, it's a funny thing, man, but it's real though. You know what I mean?
It is very, very real. Because also when you're in a bubble, during the week we don't leave the house really. We don't really go anywhere. I'm in there.
Little grocery store run.
A grocery store run. I'm in here. I'm in the office. I'm in the living room. Yeah. And sometimes your thoughts and the space and your surroundings, sometimes you're just sitting there and you just get so caught up in your little bubble. Yeah. That you can't even think outside that there's another possibility.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got to change your environment sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes maybe you need to get around some water or something. Just sit there and cool out and laugh or whatever, or go for a walk. And, you know what I mean?
So you telling me to go to the Gulf of America?
Gulf of America. That didn't stick, did it? Did I talk about what's been on my mind this week? I don't know if I did or not.
No,
I don't even know if I have an answer. Why did I even say this?
You do.
Do I have an answer? What's been on my mind this week? I'm not sure, yo. My mind's been all over the place, I guess.
What's been
just
ruling?
Working all this and whatnot. Finances. Finance has been on my mind a little bit, but not in a worrisome way.
Really?
Just working through that and how that's gonna go for the Thanksgiving has been on my mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
I felt that yesterday in Tredarius Joseph because I was looking at all of the stuff and there were people who were buying stuff.
We need to go shop.
But listen.
For some things.
Listen. I don't buy box stuffing. And there was
you make your own stuff. Yeah.
There was people buying box stuffing.
That is true. Like for us, we do a lot of fresh. We do everything fresh
scratch.
Pretty much.
So I'm looking at folks and they're just grabbing it. I'm like,
but I can get my cheese for the macaroni and cheese, put it in the freezer. I can get my macaroni noodles and stuff like that. A couple things that I might need.
Is there a particular brand of elbow macaroni that you like more than another?
I typically go with the classic Mueller's.
Hey!
But what's the other? The red box, Barilla? The sand, umbrella. The other ones. It's a few of them though.
Okay,
so the answer is. I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
You know how I believe all that shit come from the same factory.
They just
put them in different boxes.
They be a little high end. They be having little inscription. They have little
inscriptions,
like
little hieroglyphics.
There's a hieroglyphics on it. Some of the noodles be braided and twisted, and they got
Excuse me.
little extra.
But those not elbow noodles though. That's a whole different.
I've seen a curled elbow noodle, but I don't know what that's called. It's not
all
an elbow.
all the same stuff. When we went to Tuscany and we went and made our own, what was it, ravioli?
Yes.
Ravioli. She was telling us, she's like, this is the base for every noodle you have. It's the same exact thing, just a different damn shape.
Yeah.
But nobody wants macaroni and cheese with spaghetti noodles, so.
That's not macaroni and cheese.
That's not macaroni and cheese. That's some bullshit.
Cheese spaghetti. That's Alfredo.
Cheese spaghetti.
That's Alfredo.
So what kind of vibe? I think we're answering it. What kind of vibe we bringing to the table today?
Oh wow. What kind of vibe? Okay, I feel chill. You say
you were chill last week. You chill up again. Okay.
I feel chill.
I think that's kind of like our roles a little bit.
Okay. All right.
And then when we get after dark, then it switches.
Oh, because I have
you be
a drink.
lit. You be up.
Listen, just doing this first half without a drink is like, woo!
Oh God, don't say that. People will think you are alcoholic.
Please, far from it. I can't even drink more than 1.5 drinks now.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're. This last question is kind of like for us to answer together in a way.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of vibe we bring in? So, I think it's the with some upbeat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel upbeat.
DJ'd a little bit.
I put a little music. I played a little music for a little bit.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, some of my lights not on over there. Hold on, let me turn these lights on.
What lights not on?
The little background lights. I got some background lights that's not on right now.
Really? I see the red.
Huh?
I see the red.
You don't see all the red though. For those listening, we do have a background here in the stoop. All right, there we go. Boom, there it is. Yeah, it's behind the turntables.
Oh.
So yeah, man, we're bringing that energy today, and we have some good topics. Today's and you know, let's get them. We can't start without a round of applause. Just us.
Okay. All right.
Little horns. We open it up a little bit more. Another round of applause.
All right.
A hand clap. That's it. Today's topic is love at 50. If you are not 50 years old yet, you can still listen to this and learn something.
I'm not 50 yet. I still have a few more days.
She's a youngster. Youngster still.
I'm almost there.
So the first topic that I have on the board is emotional maturity. Emotional maturity. And I think I found a definition for this. Let me see here. I need to get a centralized place where I put all my notes. Emotional maturity. All right. So defined as the ability to understand, regulate, and appropriately respond to your own emotions and those of others. And what you started all talking about is, I think, showing a lack of emotional maturity.
Oh, she's young.
Yes.
She's very young.
So tell us again what you listened to. This wasn't part of the script.
Yeah.
It's not on the board, but it's good though.
So I was doing my makeup, and there's a young woman who is also a certified wellness coach, but she is also a podcaster, and she has a very successful podcast in California.
Oh yeah.
New York. She's had celebrities on. It's a wellness, but I forgot the actual name of the podcast. But anyway, this young lady is talking about how today she has to film her podcast. She's doing her makeup, getting ready, and she's been crying all morning because she's realizing that love won't be in her future. She doesn't think that marriage and children are going to be in her future because she can't seem to connect with someone to just have the basic honoring, appreciation, honesty, the basic respect that a relationship would have. She doesn't feel like she can just even get the basics out of said individual.
Right.
And she feels like she doesn't think that she's ever going to be celebrated for her accomplishments because women don't get celebrated unless it's adjacent to a man. Like they're getting married. they're having a child with the man. The engagement is celebrated. This is, the wedding is, all of those types of things. And so she feels like she can do a great podcast, have millions of downloads, views, a great conversation, but what gets the most talk is a get ready with me before she's going on a date with a man that nobody even knows, but that everyone is commenting and cheering about because she's going on a date.
Okay. All right. So then all of this leads up to her feeling like
she's
it's
never
so
gonna,
hopeless.
Yeah, and that she's done, and that she's just gonna just be single and let it be, because she doesn't think that there's a man in her future that she's gonna be with.
So do you think this is a case of her not being emotionally mature?
I think it's youth. I think that she is very mature for her age, because I've seen her podcast and how she interviews people and her awareness.
So
she's very aware of things, and she's interviewing women who are like my age.
Great, and she's like 20 something.
Yeah, she's like 20 something.
That's a great answer, because she might be more emotionally mature than her peer group.
Right.
Which can cause you to feel like you're on an island. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for things, because at 20 something, most people, they outside, they running around, just having a good time.
And it's wild, and you make bad decisions, and you date the bad person, and y'all both are in bad positions.
And a lot of times you're not even dating with purpose. You're not dating with the purpose of being in a relationship. You're just dating because that's what you're supposed to do, and then just have a good time.
But she was saying like the dating experience has just been such trash. Like just the basic levels of respect. She can't even get that from a person that she's been interacting.
That sucks at that young age.
But that's normal at 20 something. The dudes aren't honest.
Well,
they're seeing multiple chicks. I mean, not that it's good if you were trying to be coupled and singular with the person. That's not acceptable. I understand, but it is very common, ain't it? At 20
at 20 something, everybody's moving around and outside. And I say everybody generally.
Yes.
They're moving around and having a good time. So, if you don't align, maybe she needs to try to align or attract someone older. Maybe she gotta stop. And I don't know anything about the dating pool that she's tapping into.
But everybody says it's horrible. Even Melissa Ford was saying that it's horrible, and she's our age.
Right. Well, she's a little younger, isn't she? But still, she's like in her 40s or something like that.
Yeah.
But they younger than us. But so emotional maturity. All right. So what does our current emotional maturity tell us about that scenario? Like, how do we?
Because I wanted to type her a message like, baby, just like, relax. Like,
right.
I looked at her like she looks like one of my kids.
Right.
Like, and I was just like, wow. I don't remember feeling that way, that I needed to have a man to be celebrated. I remember not giving two flips about dudes back then. Like, I was focused on what my career was going to look like, which is abysmal, but still. I wanted to say to her, it might be later that you meet the person that maybe right now that's not the journey for you right now. Maybe meeting him at 20 something ain't even a good idea right now, because the version of him that you might meet might not be the version that you really want to settle down with. And so I was just thinking, like, don't give up. So
it's
quick.
Early in the game.
It's
not
early.
I hate to use the word game, but it's early. You know what I'm saying?
20 something. You got time. You got time. Get to 30.
You haven't even lived your life yet.
You haven't. There's so much screw up that's happening at 20 something that by the time you are 40 something, you've lived through, you've seen this before, and that ain't never gonna work for you right now. That's some dumb 20-year-old shit. Like, when you're 40 something, you're like,
it would be interesting to know more about that scenario, but we are here to talk about 50. You know what I'm saying? At 50, my emotional maturity is allowing me to not react quickly to things. You know what I mean? I was just talking to you earlier. I had let me see how much of this I want to say.
Yeah.
I was talking to my son about this very topic, without the title on it, right? So, and I gave him, I was talking to him about using tact, tact, right? Now, the example that I used was you're in a situation, you're in a marriage, or you're in a relationship with a woman. You're sharing space, right? You live in the same place. You have things to do, right? You have things to do outside as a man. You have things to do outside. You have things to do inside. You go outside, you handle your business. You're mowing the lawn, you're cleaning the cars, you're doing all this stuff, and you're telling yourself, when I get inside, I'm going to go do A, B, and C because this is on my list today. When you come inside, your wife approaches you, and you already can tell by her body language that she's about to mention the garbage that need to get taken out. She's about to mention 2 to 3 things on your list that you already plan on getting to, but you don't just stop her in her tracks. Or before she says it and say, hold up, don't bother me with it, you know what I'm saying? Or
I got it.
Yeah, I got it. Or give attitude or any aggression or even if she says it, emotional maturity allows you to tactfully interact with someone you love. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whereas in the past, it's like, stay off my back, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah. And listen, some folks 50 and over do that too. Everybody don't have peace.
They still mad.
Not everybody has peace.
Yeah.
But I think emotional maturity allows me to know when to be a certain way with you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It allows me to adjust and just see, based off of the experience that I've had through all these years, kind of know or really feel strongly about what direction anything is going and allow me to react appropriately and not react inappropriately. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. I know that when there's a topic that we need to have a discussion on or that you want to talk to me about, I recognize how you approach me. I recognize that you lower your voice. I recognize a lot that you take time to do, never yelling, never raising, none of that. And I understand that is a choice.
Yeah.
It is a learned, quote unquote, behavior.
Yeah.
That you realize that is effective as opposed to yelling and arguing and screaming and, those types of things. So where was I going? What was I saying? I think for me, I know how I was in my 20s.
Why didn't we know each other?
I was real rah-rah, okay? I was real rah-rah.
You don't say.
Real rah-rah.
If y'all can hear some of the advice this woman be giving to her daughters.
Listen.
Not bad. I'm just messing with you, baby.
You 20-something. Screw that dude. Keep it pushing. I will
I wasn't going to say it.
I will say it.
I wasn't going to say it.
I will say it because that is how I was raised. Okay, I was raised by a bunch of women.
This keeps going back further and further. Keep going. I'm listening.
I was raised by a bunch of women who was just like, do your thing. Okay. Don't rely on no man. Now that part I know can also be very problematic.
There's danger in that.
There's a lot of danger in that, but also to, get your education, learn what you need to learn, be very self-sufficient and, do your thing.
And side note, I think along with the advice that many black women especially, for sure, have given that advice. That whole, look out for yourself, don't rely on no man, get your education, blah, blah, blah. Along with that, if it would have worked, if they also advised to don't be afraid of love.
Yeah.
Because all those things without that, it led to a lot of black women with a 3,000 square foot house, a CLK Benz,
and there's nothing wrong.
And nobody else there.
And there's nothing.
There's nothing wrong with it unless you're up in there lonely, cuddling up with your diplomas.
Hey, There's
So,
nothing wrong with it. Okay?
I'm just saying though. You understand what I'm saying though, right? I'm cracking jokes.
Yes.
But go ahead though. I'm sorry. I cut you a little bit.
But I've always been very rah-rah in
Yes,
my
yes,
in my
yes.
20s. And I wasn't in college looking for no husband. I wasn't in even out of school thinking about, I didn't have a vision of, oh my gosh, I'm getting married at such and such and all. I didn't care about that shit.
Right.
It was not important to me. It was not at the top of my list. That was just not my focus.
Right.
And so I never felt like there needed to be centering around a man.
Yeah.
And so many times I will say my mouth has been disrespectful, and it might not, it definitely was counterproductive to possible relationships. I didn't have a lot of relationships.
But you weren't really looking for it like that.
And I wasn't really looking for it like that anyway. But I do understand that there has to be a level of respect towards your significant other.
Yeah.
You can't just be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can't just be Cardi Bing it.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
whole time.
Okay. All right. So
That's learned.
So we get
behavior.
into now. Then.
Yeah, that's learned behavior.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that I was in a toxic marriage that had very little respect, and I said whatever the hell I wanted to say. Once I got to that point that I realized that this was some bullshit, I was just gonna be like, yo,
shout out to homie. This is episode 2, and he's getting it again.
This is the second one. I'm talking about the second one.
Oh shit! I thought that one didn't count.
It doesn't count, but the fact that's the reason.
Okay,
why
all right.
I'm
buying it.
There's a reason why it doesn't count.
No doubt.
Yeah, and so like I don't have a problem with standing up for myself. Of
course,
and all of those things.
That's the crazy thing. I can't even picture it. I can't picture you
blood rage.
In that, yes, the bloodlust.
The blood rage.
What we just watched last night. Someone said you have bloodlust. I can't picture it, and that's a good thing. I don't think you can picture it in me either.
I have grown so much from the person who was little teeny Trini.
Yeah.
Teeny Trini was wild. Okay. And so, but it comes with maturity. It comes with therapy. It comes with working on yourself. It comes with knowing that you have children and they're watching you and you want, and also it comes with wanting to have a respectful partnership with somebody.
Yeah.
You can't have it. You can't have it if you cussing them out and then acting rah-rah all day and all night.
Right. And you were smart enough and intuitive enough to learn what didn't work.
Yes.
Like maybe that was part of the problem. Like I learned, and of course, like I said before, I was young. I became Muslim. I was all rah-rah. We got to do this. We got to do that. And I learned later that probably wasn't the best approach. You just learn things.
You do.
You know what I mean?
You
so
do.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to have a lot of conversations with my elders even about love and marriage. Love is not a conversation that I've ever had with any of my elders that I think about.
Me either.
I believe when my grandfather was ill and I was going through the separation of my first marriage, and I talked to him about it. Mm-hmm. And he came from a place of a flawed man who had been in trouble. You all know. And he was giving me advice on deciding if it's worth it or not to stay, and it's always about protecting the kids and making sure the kids are okay. So he was giving me that sort of advice. He was like, but if it's time to let it go, let it go.
What's the best piece of advice one of your elders, anyone gave you that you can think of?
If it's time to let it go, let it go.
Okay.
What my grandfather said to me when we talked, because he knew that I was struggling through what to do. And because I just didn't want the girls to go through a situation of, divorce and all that. I didn't want them to have to experience that.
So mine, is similar. My dad was like, in a particular scenario that I was in, he said, you need to make a decision and go with it. Mm. And I think both of them was probably telling us in a nice way, quit your bitching. Fucking get it together.
Because by that point in time when my grandfather was ill and I was seeing him regularly, I had been going back and forth over this. Should I leave? Should I go? Should I leave? Should I go? For about 3 years a solid 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Solidly.
Yeah, man.
And it was always because of the girls and stuff that I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to, break up things and put them in a situation where, kids coming from divorced households and, like life is going to be the end of the world because the parents got divorced.
You want to hear something funny?
What?
So a long time ago, I watched this special, some kind of like, I don't know what it was about, but one of the things brought up in this show that I watched was that children are the most adaptable beings on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Children. That moment taught me I don't need to be here. That little nigga's gonna be all right. He's gonna be okay. I swear on everything. Yeah. I learned it from that, and I watched that and I heard them say that, and it just made so much sense to me.
Right.
And it was true. It was like, yo, he'll be all right. Yeah, this is gonna disrupt things a little bit for a minute, but we'll get it rocking again after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. That's a good topic. Emotional maturity. How do you guys feel about it out there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you recognize it? Do you identify it? Have you always? Did you have it when you were younger? You know what I'm saying? Did it get stronger over time, or do you still lack it?
Some of y'all know. Some of y'all know your spouse lacks.
I'm not trying to get the black woman delegation all riled up over here, but she got her eyes all full, y'all knackles.
Some of y'all know.
Some people are still lacking emotional maturity.
Yeah, and they don't want to do the work.
They don't want to do the work. That's another episode. We might have to put that behind the pay-per-view.
Do the work.
We might have to talk about some specific people. So next, listen. We hit that. I think we nailed that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm simultaneously watching for our Korean fried chicken to be delivered. Hey. So this is gonna be interesting. But
I should probably hold my phone in case they call me.
Oh yeah. Let me see if he's in the gate, because it's he should be here at 6:00.
Okay.
We're doing all this on air. Let's see. No, he's still down the street. Okay, so you ready?
Yes, I'm
Next
ready.
topic is sex and intimacy at 50 and older, right? So this is a good one. I think this is going to be some good conversation. I found this site, this link on WebMD, and the article is 7 tips for better sex after 50. Now, I know after dark we talk sex, right?
Yeah.
But after dark sex is not educational sex. We talking crazy. So this is something else.
Okay.
7 tips for better sex. This is gonna age us so badly.
Age us?
Yes.
Okay.
First, get regular exercise.
Okay.
It's a great point.
Yeah, that's going to help with your stamina.
Yeah, it strengthens your muscles.
Yes.
It improves your mood.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Now remember, the other day, I had a horrible night of sleep.
Yes.
I felt crappy during the day.
Yes.
I got on my bike and did some miles and came back feeling great.
Yep. How about that?
You know what I'm saying? Now, that was my first time on my bike in more than a year.
Yes.
So me feeling great didn't lead to sex. It led to me going the hell to sleep.
Because I rubbed on you a little bit and I was like, yeah, I
might have been already asleep. I don't even remember that.
He's done.
I was done.
He's done.
Listen, bike muscles completely different than walking muscles.
How about that?
All right. And then let me see. Number 2, where is it? Okay, number 2. Keep it interesting. Try something new. When you've been with the same partner for a long time, you may want to come up with ideas to add a little variety to your sex life. The answer might be something as simple as changing the time of day you have sex. We tried that. Shit ain't happening again.
I don't see what is wrong with 3 o'clock.
I was tired. You didn't even want to cook after that.
But I did.
You did. And I stayed awake.
Yes.
That was the funniest. That's one of our funniest stories. Change the time of day. If you're too sleepy at night, maybe sex in the morning is right for both of you. Sex in the morning. Something that we used to have that we've lost somehow. And maybe that has something to do with age.
Yeah.
What you pointing at,
I
baby?
pointed at him.
What Beans doing? Oh, whoa, yeah, I know. He be cop blocking. The dog here be cop blocking, yo. Some other ideas to keep things interesting: try different sexual positions, set the stage, and create a romantic atmosphere. A little planning can go a long way. I went to the bathroom the other night, and I was like, all right, brush my teeth, use the bathroom, take my gummy so I can sleep tonight. Let me see, what drug am I gonna take? And I heard someone say something like, Alexa, play music by Maxwell. I said, oh shit. Uh-oh. She sounded just like that. Alexa, play music by Maxwell. And I came out, it was a candle lit. I said, oh, it's go time. I reached down for my shirt, then I was sleeping. She said, I'm naked. I said, okay. Shit. I guess I'm about to be too. So yes, we got that down pat. All right, let's see. Okay. Number 3, think beyond intercourse. If your partner can't do this anymore, if you and your partner can't do this anymore, there are other options for you to enjoy closeness and pleasure. Oh. It's talking about massages, oral sex, trying out sex toys such as vibrators.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wow. All right.
Get comfortable. This is going to eat us right here. If arthritis or ongoing pain makes sex less enjoyable, find ways to make it better. Try a new position that's easier on your body or use pillows for support.
Wow.
You know, we're going to have a conversation on After Dark about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
About things you used to do that all of a sudden is so labor intensive. It's a little suspicious.
You get on my nerves.
Listen to this one, Trina. Troubleshoot your medications.
Oh.
The side effects of some medications can cause sexual problems. Mm-hmm. Some that can do this include anti-androgens, antidepressants, antihypertensive, antipsychotics, blood pressure medicines, recreational drugs.
Yeah, it can make your wanker go wimp.
Yeah, or make the the ocean dry up.
Yeah, could dry things out.
Dry the well up.
Yeah.
You don't want the well to be dry, y'all.
Especially, they don't have hormones on there, do they?
No.
But they should have hormones on there for women who are doing hormone therapy. Doctors do ask.
We'll talk about that on the menopause episode for sure.
Yeah.
You're right, though. You're right. Mm-hmm. Go slowly after surgery or illness. My little foot.
Go slow. Watch the angle.
Man, it was tough, yo.
You couldn't get your.
I couldn't brace myself. You know what I'm saying? You laughing at me, yo. My foot.
I remember.
And it hurt. I couldn't do nothing.
You was like, hold on, wait, my foot.
Yo. Let me check our delivery. He might be showing up to the door in a second. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Damn, this dude's still far away. Come on, man. All right. Let's see. That was number 6. Number 7, talk things out. Talk openly with your partner if you have any concerns about your sex life, whether it's about your changing desires or how you feel about your body.
I agree.
If you are both unhappy with where your sex life is and haven't been able to work it out, you might want to talk with a sex therapist. Your doctor should be able to give you a referral. Remember, some older couples find their sex lives are actually better as they've aged. You may find you have more time, and privacy. Plus you can have more intimacy with a longtime partner. So, a lot of those things we already got down. We talk, we communicate, and stuff like that. And in this topic, the topic for After Dark, one of the topics for After Dark, this episode that's coming up is how long should sex last? Now, as you get older, the timeline might change. So we're gonna talk about that on After Dark. I think it'll be funny. So yeah, what do you think about those?
I think that those are really real. Those are realistic. There are couples who are having sex once a month.
Yeah.
And
We've heard some horror stories
Very
on TV and stuff.
Very bad stories. Very once a year, maybe birthday, a holiday. Like people have to check in, and they got to make sure that your partner is checked in,
and not checked out,
or out,
or just out.
You know, so those it's important. Like. And because bodies are changing and you might feel off, you might not even realize what's going on. You don't, everything doesn't feel like it used to. We've had conversations where I've said to you, I've felt off sometimes. The bodies are going through so many hormonal changes at our age right now that you got to talk to your partner so that they don't think that, you know, you're just not interested.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Communication is key. I mean, we have communication on the board, but you know, as far as you know, love at 50, but communication is so generic, but it's legit though.
It is definitely legit. Like if you're not communicating, if you're not talking about just the basics of stuff, then how do you know what the hell is going on with your partner?
Yeah.
How do you know if you're not communicating? If y'all are just on autopilot, passing each other, you see each other for dinner, maybe. I don't know. Everybody sits down for dinner together. Sometimes people don't. Sometimes people work late. Sometimes people got different work schedules. You know, like
that's a great point. You said if you're just on autopilot, just walking by each other, the communication doesn't always have to be verbal. It can be nonverbal communication, just to show your partner that you're happy.
Yeah.
You be walking around like a sourpuss all day, you know what I'm saying, not showing affection, not showing love and stuff like that, then you're sending messages.
If you don't touch my booty when I walk past you, I'm gonna be like,
right.
What happened?
Right.
Did it get smaller?
Right.
You don't see it?
right.
But those are indicators of things.
Yeah. Make sure they're not trying to call you too. He's sitting at the front with our food.
Oh, okay. I'm watching.
You're good.
I don't see any attempts.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. We taking y'all on this journey with us. Yeah. This is just the reality of things. Let me see. What else do we want to touch on in this episode? We have a few other things up there.
Okay.
How our experience culminates and shows up at 50. Our past experience. We've kind of been talking about that a little bit.
I would say.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we've both been married before.
Yeah.
We've been divorced. We know what didn't work. And you take, without carrying baggage, you take what you learned, the good and the bad, and you apply it appropriately to moving forward and how you operate. And you learn about yourself if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
You're going to learn some things about yourself.
Yeah.
And you're going to learn where you need to work on yourself. And you might need to work on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and another thing, you're 1,000% correct there. And I think it was Omar Epps. He's married, right?
Yeah.
I think it was Omar. He married to the girl from Total. Right? Mm-hmm. He said that they took divorce off the table.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they did.
So that the whole concept is you know, it has to be something completely devastating or crazy to even approach that. I feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm over 50. I don't have time to be back outside. Right. So you ain't going nowhere. We have to work it out. So those things, communication and stuff like that, it's important. You know what I'm saying? It's important that you flex that and exercise that muscle on a regular basis when times are good. Yeah. Because you might need that if times are not as good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's a muscle. It's muscle memory. It's like, you know, the exercising your brain in that regard.
And as you get older, there's the possibility of things happening. Somebody could get ill. We could have deaths. Yeah. Just different things are going to go on that we're going to need to be able to navigate.
Yes. Together. Yeah. Let's break for a minute and let's get this whole delivery situation worked out, and then we'll come back. Okay. Touch on a couple more topics and wrap this up.
All right. Cool. Groovy.
Is there a specific experience that you've had in past relationships without calling somebody out or anything.
Ooh, baby. Oh, man, I want to do this.
No?
Well, I don't know. Is it good or bad?
Oh, no, there's led to how you're a better person today. Like how you would never, like, is like how it helped you deal with things or navigate love at 50. Something happened through the years that enabled us to identify qualities in each other and qualities in us as a couple early on that wasn't there when I was younger, and I'm assuming for you too.
Yeah.
When you're younger, I feel like I made decisions with a misunderstanding of what love was, what it meant to be a couple. You want something more of that? You good?
Oh, no, I'm good.
What it meant to be a couple and to interact with a person or to be in a relationship. You know.
Yeah.
Back then it was like love was what I thought love was, you know what I mean? It was first and foremost, and forget about partnership or how a person handles their finances or financial transparency. You know what I'm saying? Those are a lot of things. So those experiences in the past definitely contributed to who I am today and how I approach things today. We approached getting married like it was like we were talking about going in business with each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of.
We talked about it.
Well, also because we had already discussed that we weren't going to get married.
As we discussed on the first episode, for sure.
Yeah. So when it came back around, it was like, okay, well, let me weigh the options here. Let me think about this. Does this make sense?
Does it make sense?
Does it make sense?
Does it make sense?
And if I do this, there has to be an understanding that this is not like we get married and we get divorced in 48 hours. Not 48 hours, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like divorce is I'm not going to get married again with the possibility of getting divorced again. That is absolutely not happening.
Right. There's no guarantee that anything's going to work out, right? But
Correct.
At least going into it,
yes,
you're making a much more educated decision.
Yes, absolutely. And again, doing the work, a lot of therapy, a lot of understanding of things that I may have attracted, things that I may have accepted or been silent on that I wasn't okay with, things that where I wasn't my most empowered self, things where I sacrificed that maybe weren't the wisest thing, and also just being immature and not really knowing.
You know, Trina, you said a few things that make a lot of sense. Well, one thing that sticks out is when you said, does it make sense? Because if we had that back then, if we had we didn't have does this make sense?
Yeah, it was love or.
If we had that back then, and this is no knock against anybody, please don't take this the wrong way. If we had that back then, if everyone had that at a younger age, then the world would cease to be populated. I wouldn't have a child. You wouldn't have kids. We wouldn't have made those decisions because it didn't make any sense.
It didn't make sense.
But those relationships serve purposes.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
the path was supposed to be the path.
The path is the path, man. Like that, you're supposed to make this decision into this relationship with this person that you are not really compatible with. You know what I'm saying? That you are not going to be with this person. However, you guys are going to produce human beings. Yeah. To populate the earth. Great people. Great human beings. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
It is. Very.
So that whole, does this make sense, is not supposed to show up until later.
Right. Exactly. Because hindsight is definitely 2020 now.
Right. For some of us, it's not supposed to show up until later. like I told you, I have friends who've been married since high school. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they were together then and they stayed together and got married. And I don't know if they had kids or not or whatever. But, you know, so it's not for everybody, whatever. But you talk about the vast majority. We're making those crazy decisions at a younger age that don't make any sense when you look at it on paper. But you look at what came out of it and you can't be too mad.
But I will say this next generation of kids is getting married way later, if at all.
Right. We talk about this.
They have eyes wide open. They are very much aware and very much not looking at coupling for marriage.
They're very much aware. They're very much misguided because they are victims of the social media. Social media is telling a narrative that doesn't necessarily exist in our actual society. Or in our actual villages and our actual circles and so on and so forth, whatever. So they're running. They could be running with these narratives that, you know what I mean. All these different narratives that's out there created by social media that don't actually exist.
For them.
Yeah, shit, I hate it for us. People our age do it too.
Social media for young people in dating is
brutal,
disastrous,
brutal,
and everybody. You know, all the stuff for show, all the highlights.
Oh God, they only show you the good times.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's
so
very unfortunate. I saw something. Never mind. Palm Beach, a young man is going to prison for discovering text messages in his girlfriend's phone, and he
took her out. Damn.
He was sentenced today. The family made their statements because they were so young.
That's brutal.
You're very young.
I mean that happens at any age and any point in our society.
And they were not married. They were just dating.
Yeah. I mean but that is another thing though. And I don't want to get off on a tangent too much here. Okay. But that's a great point because they don't even understand repercussions a lot of times. Because online there's no repercussions shown most times. You just up. I'm just up all the time. You know what I'm saying? What they call them, the YNs out here, slinging guns, robbing people, going crazy, and they don't think. Then they in court crying when they get sentenced.
Yeah, the reality.
Didn't think about that. You have any non-negotiables today?
We said no divorce.
Well, yeah.
Honesty, transparency.
Ooh, yeah.
Transparency more than honesty.
Yeah.
You were very transparent, like first conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, first conversation ever?
I feel
like when we was on the phone that time?
On the phone.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I live my life. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's very important.
Because people hiding stuff and lying and stuff. I could not deal with any more lies and finding out later on.
I know you and your hooligan friends was looking for stuff. I know y'all was on social media scrolling.
I didn't have to. You were already cleared through my agency. I didn't have to.
All right, clear.
If I really wanted to see, I could go look. I didn't have to.
Come on. Well, you're not in charge of them. I know. They said, what's his name? And they was all in my DM, not in my DMs, but in my DMs timeline scrolling. Deep diving. I ain't delete nothing.
Yeah.
I leave it all right there. It is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, that's a characteristic of mine that I do like, I guess, transparency. I try to carry that in all facets of my life, for the most part, except for like maybe interacting with someone who doesn't need to know whatever, you know what I'm saying, or I turn that off. But shit, if I go to a job interview, you're going to get some of my humor. Yeah. It is what it is. You need to know who I am, because if we're going to start a relationship, and this goes for a romantic relationship, a work relationship, whatever it is, you need to know who I am, because this is what you're going to have to interact with. You know what I mean? So, and this is part of what got me hired at my job now. Yeah. I mean, I have the experience and whatnot, but, you know, they liked me so much. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm myself. I got about to end the interview. I had people laughing and shit. Like, come on. What are we talking about? Go ahead, baby.
What about your non-negotiables?
Non-negotiables. Gotta have a soft booty. Come on, man. It's a good thing.
Really?
Yo, y'all out there, Trina. Okay, all right. I'm gonna stop. Keep that for after dark. Non-negotiables in a relationship at this stage. This intellect. Gotta have some intellect, yo. I gotta have some depth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, intellect, man. It is so important at this stage. Yeah, I see her mind going. See, that's what I like. That's what I'm talking about. Intellect. Look at her brain just going.
But my brain is strange, and you knew that from like
mine too.
And I'm always learning. I'm always challenging for more information, and I feel like I learned from you.
Hey,
just
good.
as much as you learn weird things from me. My catalog of music in my head.
Yes. It's impressive. I'm sure sometimes I'll be talking to you about stuff. I mean, sometimes I feel like after I get done telling you stuff, like you receive, and you don't think I'm like a weirdo, but you be like, but that boy got some shit with him.
Oh, when you get on your stars and space and stuff, I just be like, well, this is his thing. This is what he likes.
Gosh.
Okay. And sometimes I sit down and I look, and then when it gets a little too
right,
stars
and religion,
and
religion.
The religious thing is cool.
I don't be preaching that, but
yeah, but I think that you are a closeted theologian.
Yes. This is gonna be an ongoing theme on this new show.
You are a closeted theologian, and you need to just go on ahead and go to school and get your thing, get your paperwork.
Man, listen.
But yeah,
it was touched on pause earlier in our past show. This final topic, and I don't know if we really need to spend a lot of time with this, but it's called identifying the gaps. I want us to say it again here right now. Okay. On this new platform, the importance of identifying the gaps and then filling the gaps, meaning between you and your partner, a gap can I'll just pick a low hanging fruit. It could be sex. It could be this. There could be a gap there, like one person is on one page, the other person is on another page, and so if your desires are saying that you need it and want it,
3 times a week, or and like this and like that, and this other person over here is like, I'm not interested in that at all. That's a gap that could be filled by an outside person. That's the brutal truth. Unfortunately, that can be filled because we're all human beings, right? Yeah. So if I neglect you emotionally, then that gap can be filled by a person at your job. The work husband is real.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get his teeth knocked in, he act too stupid. But that's a gap.
Yes.
That's a gap.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that I'm slacking on. It's something that you need. So identifying and filling those gaps is so important in relationships, yo.
Very.
I am a constant check-in with you kind of person.
You do.
Like, okay, you got this going on. All right. I understand you have this going on. But are these the reasons for this? And you're like, no, it's not those things. It's this over here. It has nothing to do with you. Okay, I'll give you your time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then if too much time goes by, then it's like, you sure it's not those things over there? but I just want to make sure, man, that make sure you are happy. Make sure you're attended to. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, because those gaps, killer.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I agree. I think we do have. It's kind of like common courtesy, like to check in with your spouse, and see how it's going, or are you just that self-absorbed that you only care about yourself? Right. It's like, this is your partner, so why wouldn't you want to make sure that they're good? Yeah, and that y'all are good.
Yeah, I agree. And
at 50, at this point, there's no kids in the house. There's no interrupter. There's no filler. Right. There's no buffer in between that. You better leave my baby beans alone. There's no, we gotta be at basketball, soccer. We got to run to this
at the same damn time.
Engage recitals and parent teacher conferences. We don't have those types of responsibilities any longer. We just have us.
Yeah.
Dates are important.
Yes.
Time away, breaking the monotony of things. All those things are important to keeping it fresh and spicy and,
all the things.
I'm
with you.
Yeah, it's important.
Fill in the gaps.
Yes, especially
identify.
At 50, it changes your mindset. We are the people who we are going to be.
Right.
And it's about adapting and working together and growing together and evolving.
Right.
Together.
I agree. And here's a cautionary tale. It's not really a tale, but if those gaps remain open too long, you might look up and that person is no longer attracted to you.
Oh, damn.
And a lot of times, once you go that far, there's no going back. Ooh. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I get it.
Having an unfilled gap can easily be translated as neglect. Nobody wants to feel neglected.
Yeah, that's true.
And neglect is actually comes off as it's like assault almost. Like neglect is something that someone does to you. You're neglecting me. So that can lead to a person not even being attracted to you anymore.
Oof, that's rough.
It's no joke, yo. Relationships are work. It's work. You have to be aware. You have to be conscious. You have to be active. And you have to participate. And you know what I'm saying? And that means we, everybody, all of us.
But you don't think that relationships are hard though, do you?
No. Not at 50.
No,
not at 50. They don't have to be. That's a great way to put it. Because some people out there do have heart. Some people still with the wrong person. You know what I mean? Or some people might be with the right person, and they just, they're just not the best person themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're making it harder on themselves or making it harder than it should be. But they don't have to be hard. Okay. They at this age, they don't have to be, man. If you lived all this life and you haven't learned, you know what I'm saying, and you're not navigating, you moving the same way you did when you were 20 something, then you are the problem. That's
a whole nother set of things. If you're still moving like you at Republic Gardens.
You
right
still
now.
moving like you had the Ritz, the H2O.
It's
you know what I'm saying? It's a problem.
It's a problem for sure.
Yeah. So but then again, that can also be a result of a gap. There's a gap at home. There's if because this thing about men, physical beings, right? We like they say women are more emotional, men are more on the physical side, right? Is that right or no?
Yeah.
This is what generally. So when you have a gap or whatever, and it's not being filled, and a person can roam outside to find someone to fill that gap.
Yes.
A woman can do it too. It's not just men.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, okay, so we're not going to get into the great divorce situations. But at that point, if y'all are doing that, it's...
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Yeah. Or you could come back from that too. Huh. Some people can come back from that. Okay. No, they can. It's a reality. I mean, whether you do or not, right, or whether I do or not, it's not necessarily the discussion. But people do come back from that. Like, yeah, they do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us would be fatherless or motherless if they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, that generation before us, they was wild for the night. They was outside. It was a different type of time. A lot of cocaine. But it's true though. Like all jokes aside, like that shit, yeah, you can, before you know it, like, you are Mr. Macho Man breaking into your girl's phone to try to find out who she texting. And she texting somebody else because your ass might not be filling the gap, brother.
You don't understand her no more. You don't talk to her no more.
Listen, man.
You don't take her out and make her feel special no more.
Nothing. So as much as we, we want to talk about love and stuff, there's an other side of things. Like, everybody's a human being, and we can't take it for granted. Yeah. I don't take you for granted. I'm like, yo, I'm here to support you emotionally, physically, in all ways and whatnot, and be everything that I can to you. And if that's ever not enough, then that's a whole other story. Right. You know what I'm saying? But for now, it seems to be working out.
It does. I appreciate it.
Love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, I think we knocked it out the park. It's a good conversation.
Very good.
Good conversation. Hopefully y'all stayed to the end of this.
Hey. If you did, the magic word is,
I know, right? Purple bottle. If you watch to the end of this, the magic word, or listen, the magic word is purple bottle. Comment on our Instagram, on any of our Instagram posts, and I will send you a gold star.
Yes. Gold star for you.
Yo, man, we out.
We're done.
That is episode 2 wrapped up, man. This is Married, Mature, and Unfiltered. Yes.
Good stuff. Too funny.